Contact Part 1. As soon as the messenger Gauramukha departed from the palace, Shri Parikshit called the ministers to his side and conferred with them to find a way to escape from the serpent Shri Takshaka. They built a building on a huge pillar and gave all the protections to the building. Brahmins well versed in all the mantras, spells, and Visavedyas, physicians in the treatment of snake poisoning, of fame were asked to sit around the pillar and the place was well guarded. The king sat in a room tightly closed. 6 days went by. On the 7th day, the celebrated Visavedya Kashyapa, not grandson of Shri Brahma, Maharishi, a sage, was on his way to the palace at the summons of the king. Shri Takshaka was also on his way to the palace in the guise of a Brahman. They met on the way, and though Kashyapa did not know him first, Shri Takshaka introduced himself. Later on, he came to know that Kashyapa was also going to the palace to treat the king, in case anything happened to the king. He said, "O Kashyapa, I am Takshaka and none of your wits would be able to fight against the effects of my poison. If you want to know it, we shall make a trial." Saying so, Shri Takshaka went and bit a big banyan tree standing nearby, and lo! The whole tree was burnt to ashes by the strength of the poison. Kashyapa smilingly recited the Visahari, poison extracting, mantra and sprinkled some water on the ashes, and lo! The tree stood in its place again with not a single mutilation anywhere. Shri Takshaka was astounded. He then bribed Kashyapa. He said he would give him more than what could be expected of the king and requested him to return home. Kashyapa returned and Shri Takshaka went to the palace. Shri Takshaka went and inspected the palace of Shri Parikshit. There was no way to step in, and Shri Takshaka was astonished at the perfect protection given to the king. Shri Takshaka called all his relatives to his side and asked them to go to the king in the guise of Brahmins carrying several kinds of fruits as presents. Shri Takshaka crept inside a beautiful fruit in the shape of a worm and was carried along with the fruits taken to the king. The servants of the king took the fruits brought by the Brahmins to the king, and the king, struck by the size and beauty of a fruit among them, took it and cut it open. He saw a worm inside, red in color with 2 black spots as eyes. The king took it in his hand and, at that instant, it changed into Shri Takshaka and bit the king. After that, it rose up into the air and disappeared. Chapters 42 to 49, Adi Power and 2nd Skanda, Devi Bhagavata. Shri Parikshit did not enter heaven as soon as he died. So, Shri Janamjaya, at the advice of Shri Narada, son of Shri Brahma, conducted a yaga called Ambayaga for the salvation of the spirit of his father. It was during the Navratri period that this was done. Many eminent sages took part in the ceremony. All were received well and given gifts in plenty. He made pure Brahmins read the Devi Bhagavata with devotion in the presence of the deity to please Shri Jagadambika Mata, Mother Goddess. When it was over, a divine brilliance like burning fire was visible in the sky, and Shri Narada appeared before Shri Janamjaya and said, "O Janamjaya, King of Kings, your father was lying bound by the shackles of his life on earth. But today, he acquired a divine form and wearing divine apparels and ornaments went to the divine seat of Devi Mata in a sacred Vamana, a celestial airplane, from Indrapura, abode of Shri Indra, while Shri Indra, king of gods, Devas, gods, and the celestial maidens stood praising him." Shri Parikshit ruled the country for 60 years, with all virtues and goodness. After the great battle, one day at the request of a few, Shri Ved Vyasa by his yogic powers arrayed all the dead great ones of the Pandava Kaurava company. Shri Parikshit was also called then to the river Shri Ganga Mata, where it was arranged, and Shri Janamjaya, who was present to witness the show, then gave an avabtasnana, ablution after a sacrifice, to his father. Shri Parikshit disappeared after that. Shri Matsya Purana states Shri Parikshit's time as the year in which the Saptarishi Mandala, the Great Bear constellation, a group of 7 stars, and the month of Magha, January, came into the same zodiac. It was the year 3077 BC. Shri Janamjaya was born as his son. It was Shri Janamjaya who performed Sarpa Satra, a sacrifice that would destroy all living serpents. Satanika was the son of Shri Janamjaya. Satanika had a son named Sahasranika. King Udayana, of Chandra Vansha, lunar dynasty, was born to Sahasranika by the goddess Shri Mrigavati Devi. Shri Krishna left earth on the first day of Kali Yuga, 102 BC. Pandavas ruled the country for 36 years. It was when Shri Krishna left earth that the Pandavas ended their rule and commenced the Mahaprasthana, Pandavas leaving for the Himalayas, after entrusting the administration of state to Shri Parikshit. Shri Janamjaya became king in 3042 BC. It was after 2 years of his becoming king that he conducted the Sarpasatra. High priests wore black clothes, and chanting mantras they made offerings in the sacred fire, and this created a burning sensation in the hearts of serpents. They began, one after another, to come and fall into the fire. All varieties of serpents got consumed by the fire, thus. But Shri Janamjaya had to stop it at the request of sage Shri Astika, and Shri Takshaka was saved, thus.